Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and broken news. Just an hour ago, the royal family Twitter account, which is basically the official mouthpiece for the royal family of the United Kingdoms, has announced that the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, the longest living monarch in the probably history of the world, I guess, has died or passed away at the Balmoral this afternoon, which is afternoon in the UK, is midnight for me now. And so this is an end to a very, very long reign, right from the very high point, I guess, of the United Kingdom, where she entered power while the British is still an empire with colonies all around the world. And she oversaw the collapse of the entire British Empire as they released all the colonies into independent countries. In a way, she brought freedom to, under her reign, probably not by her, but at least, due to her non-interference into their local politics, because, the monarchy will not interfere in the affairs of the parliament. So her inaction and discipline to keep it that way, to keep the divide between the monarch and the politics, allow the release of all these colonies to gain democracy, freedom, and perhaps a lot of chaos, which is not her fault anyway. So it's the end of an era, to be honest, and this cannot come at a worse time for United Kingdom, where the political situation is at all-time low, where Boris Johnson, one of the key drivers of Brexit of the UK from the European Union, has just been replaced by Liz Truss, which is not someone that most people actually like, it seems. And they are already facing very high inflation, crazy hiking of energy prices, and a potentially very cold winter, and things are looking really bad. So her life seems to mirrors the what the United Kingdom is, from the glamorous past as she was young, all the way as she fades into the sunset, and United Kingdom looking into a pretty dark winter, pretty romantic in that sense. So I give my sincere, heartfelt condolences to the royal family, to the United Kingdom citizens, and to whoever who around the world who love the Queen. She's a really, really nice person, for as far as I can tell, and she's very well loved all around the world. And especially if you look into the clips where she was much younger, maybe in her 20s, 30s, she's very pretty, very beautiful, very very personable. She is someone that is honored in Singapore as well. We have an entire town named after her. So that's the end of that era. And as per United Kingdom's tradition, the moment a monarch dies, the next monarch immediately comes into power. So as the Queen dies, long live the King. So the son of Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, Prince of the Wales, Charles of Edinburgh, has taken power, if there is any power, as the king. So immediately the statement is from His Majesty the King. So this is the first king in United Kingdom for a really, really long time, probably almost 80 years, because she just had the Golden Jubilee, right? So this is the statement from Charles, King Charles. Now, although I don't think his reign will be pretty long since he's quite old already. So do be prepared for another royal funeral in the next 10-20 years, I guess. Then we'll have his son taking over. So the statement from His Majesty, the King, at the time of the Queen's death. The death of my beloved mother, her Queen, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of the greatest sadness for me and all members of my family. We mourn profoundly at the passing of a cherished sovereign and a much-loved mother. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realm, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. I'm not sure about the Commonwealth though. The realm, I'm also not so sure. As far as I can tell, a lot of the British folks don't really like the monarch. There is, of course, still a lot that love the monarch, but there is a good number that don't like. And for the greater Commonwealth, like India, New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, no, we don't really care that much about the monarchy, to be honest. So during this moment of this period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by the knowledge of the respect and deep affection in which the Queen is so widely held, which is true. The Queen, regardless of what I just said, is truly a very popular figure. Probably one of the big reasons is she don't get into politics and she don't make weird statements. So she don't say weird stuff. So but there are a lot of very rude comments. So hopefully, don't be so rude. Ultimately, someone died. It could be your grandmother, it could be your mother, right? So don't do that. So her involvement, to be honest, politically and geopolitically, is not that significant. The entire foreign policy, foreign affairs of the British Empire to United Kingdom, to the UK of what we know today, has very little to do with the monarchy. So yeah, so don't mix up the monarchy and the British rulers, which is basically the parliament. And hopefully this will not end up to be a really terrible winter, which is already looking pretty bleak now. And anyway, this is just the broken news that I saw today. I was kind of surprised because I was just about to share on Telegram about her worsening health condition, and I didn't know that by the time I share it, she was actually already passed away. So anyway, that's all I can say, and yeah, I will see you soon in the next update.